Okay, we're now live and on the record for Tuesday morning's criminal docket, November 30th, 2021. I'll take quick announcements. Please also give me the number on the criminal docket. Mr. Martinez?
Good morning, Judge. I've got number 34 on your docket, Ms. Rebecca Hernandez, CR 14-1489-I.
And is Ms. Hernandez present?
I see a phone labeled Rebecca with a couple of numbers. I was on my second screen a second ago.
Aquí estoy, Miss.
Okay, she's Spanish speaking, all right. And what is your announcement?
Judge, last time we were here, the state indicated to the court that they were going to do their best to reach out to the victim, figure out whether or not they still got contact, whether or not they want to dismiss it. This is a misdemeanor assault that occurred back in the day. The woman that was the victim in the case is my client's husband's ex-wife. This
Okay.
also stemmed out of a family law case that was pending back in 2014, but has been pretty much closed out since the end of 2019. And then this case fell off the docket because of COVID throughout 2020 and then 2021. We recently put it back on the docket for status about 3 months ago.
Okay, and what says the state?
That's correct, Judge. We spoke to the victim on the 23rd, and she does want to proceed with charges. We have provided a recommendation of a standard 1-year probation.
Okay, so Mr. Martinez, do you want to discuss that with your client?
Sure, Judge. She also has a felony pending. The felony has been worked out. We were going to try to get them both squared away in a similar fashion. But our understanding was the victim did not want to move forward. Maybe we need to reach out to her independently and figure out if there's something that that they need from our victim. From our client. But if that's the 23rd of this past week, is that correct?
That's correct, Modi. I spoke to her on the 23rd, and she approved the recommendation. I was asking her whether she thought, a probation or maybe time served, and she said she feared for her safety and that she'd prefer to have a probation recommendation.
Judge, if we could do a setting in January on this matter, Judge, I think we may have to set it for trial, seeing as how my client can't take a plea to a family violence situation.
Okay, I'm going to set you out a little bit further because we're going to start giving out those trial dates.
Yes, ma'am.
So I'm going to have you come back on February the 24th, and by then I'll be able to give you the trial setting.
February the 24th, yes, ma'am.
At 9:30. Ms. Castaneda, please let Ms. Hernandez know that she'll return on February 24th at 9:30.
Ms. Hernández, su próxima corte es el 24 de febrero a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Está bien, gracias.
That's fine, thank you.
Okay, we'll see you then, sir. Anything else?
Judge, I've got another one, Jose Armando Lopez, number 36 and 37 on your docket this morning.
All right, CR 21-01876-I, CR 21-01877-I, and is Mr. Lopez present?
He's on the screen marked as Jose Lopez, Judge. I got him on screen 2 out of 3.
Jose Lopez?
Hola, aquí estoy.
Okay, and what is your announcement?
Judge, the state has tendered over a probation rec on this matter. But the problem is he's got a felony, second-degree felony at intake, potentially first-degree felony at intake. We were going to ask the court to postpone our setting until that felony at intake has been indicted. I'm not presently appointed to it. I don't think anyone is, but I am actively on the protective order attached to it.
Okay. Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Lopez?
Yes, Judge. Yes, his mobile device with lifesaver and there's no violations.
Okay. All right. He doesn't have any violations, but we'll come back with him on January the 13th at 9:30. Ms. Castaneda, please let him know to come back on January 13th at 9:30 and that he's doing well on his alcohol monitoring device, so to continue.
Mr. López, su próxima corte es el día 13 de enero a las 9:30 de la mañana y está usted progresando muy bien en su dispositivo de alcohol.
Ok, muchas gracias.
Okay, thank you.
Ask him for his phone number, please.
¿Es su número de teléfono, Mr. López?
Es 956-789-3594.
956-789-3594.
Okay. All right, anything else, Mr. Martinez?
That's all I've got for this morning. I'll be back this afternoon.
Okay, Ms. Castañeda, please let Ms. Hernandez and Mr. Lopez know that they are excused.
Señora Hernández y señor López ya se pueden retirar.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Good. See y'all this afternoon.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Mendoza,
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
doing well, thank you. Yourself?
Great, thank you. Your Honor, I have number 9 in the court's criminal docket, State of Texas versus Miranda Faye Bullington, and she is logged in, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Bullington, please announce yourself.
Hi,
Okay.
Miranda Bullington.
All right, and what is your announcement, Counselor, on CR 20-2503-I?
Your Honor, we're respectfully requesting a little bit more time. There was a theft class that Ms. Bullington had to take. She has successfully completed, and a copy of that certificate has been forwarded to the district attorney's office. However, we are pending a UA, and we are in the process of making those arrangements.
Well, how much time is she needing to get the UA? She can't get it by tomorrow?
Ms. Bullington, I'm not sure what your schedule is like. When would you be able to accommodate the UA?
I probably won't be able to until Thursday, probably. We should be back by then. I'm still in Corpus.
Okay. All right. Did you make your appointment with Ms. Trejo, the employment specialist?
Yes, I spoke with her.
Okay. And was she able to help you out?
We've decided some clients just come back, and I've gotten started with the cleaning up again. So I've got pretty much a steady income going now. So
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, January 11th at 9:30.
Will this be on Zoom, Your Honor, or will this be in person?
In Zoom.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, this concludes my business before this honorable court. May I be excused?
Yes,
And Ms.
Okay.
Bullington be excused as well?
yes.
Thank you. You all have a
Thank
good day.
Thank you, you too. All right, Mr. Galvan?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 22 on your docket.
Okay. CR 21-1927-I, Angel de la Cruz Gallardo. Is Mr. Gallardo present?
Your Honor, I noticed his name in the participant list, so he should be logged on.
Okay, is he Spanish speaking or English speaking?
English speaking, Your
Okay, Mr. Gallardo, can you please unmute yourself?
Your Honor.
Okay, please turn your camera on. Okay, next time you come, you need to be better prepared and comb your hair at least, okay? Go
Yes,
ahead,
Your
Mr. Galvan.
Your Honor, Mr. Gallardo has been approved for PTD. He's already paid restitution. He's just lacking the $500 program fee. If we can get a little time, maybe a setting in January so that he can come up with that money.
Okay, would he be able to come up with it by January the 13th?
Mr. Gallardo, do you think that's possible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Do you want me to put him for placement then?
Yes, Your Honor. Let's go ahead and set it up. And if something changes, I'll inform the court beforehand.
Okay, January 13th at 1:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my business. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Have a great day.
Thank you, you too. All right, Mr. Alvarez?
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
I'm here on Elizabeth Bocanegra Urestagi, CR 21-00233I.
Okay, do you know what number that is on the court's docket?
74, Your Honor.
Okay,
74, they said.
all right, and is Miss Uriastegui present?
Yes, Your Honor. She's right here. I'm going to switch the camera over to her.
Okay,
That is her right there.
All right, and what is your announcement, counselor?
We're just asking for a trial setting, Judge.
Okay, so then she's not going through with the PTD application process?
I know that was offered, Judge. We're trying to get some of the documents. If the court could extend it so we can get the documents, we may be able to make the PTD.
Okay, well, the only thing I had pending was that she had a UA missing unless, so was the packet not turned in after all? Can the state tell me?
Judge, so she tested negative for drug use. However, we don't have an application on file.
Oh, okay. So you want some time to put that, turn in that application, Mr. Alvarez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Ms. Uriastegui?
Judge, she has a mobile device, the same card, and there's no violations.
Oh, okay. All right. January the 13th at 9:30, Mr. Alvarez.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have, ma'am. Excuse you.
Yes, you may. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Ramos?
Mr. Judge, I have numbers 48 through 54. Angel Nava, he is logged on.
Okay, Mr. Nava, can you please announce yourself?
Angel Nava, Judge.
All right. And Mr. Ramos, what is your announcement?
Judge, we've made trial announcements on these previously. Would like to get, I guess, the 2016 one set first and go forward from there. Probably try the DWIs first.
Okay.
That's what I think is logical, but however the court wants to handle that, of course.
All right. And Ms. Soto, do you have a report on his mobile device?
Judge has his mobile device with sober sense and there's no violations.
Okay. Okay. So January 13th at 9:30, get with the state to see how you want to try these in what order, and we'll give you the dates. I'm okay with however you all want to do it.
Okay, Judge, you said 9:30?
Yes.
Very good.
And at that time, we should be able to give you your trial dates. So just let me know which ones are going to be going.
We'll discuss it with the state judge and we'll figure it out.
Okay.
Thank
And
you.
Mr. Nava, can I get a current phone number for you, sir? You're on mute.
956-404-5063.
Okay, anything else?
That's all, Judge. Thank you.
All right, thank you. You're both excused. Okay, Ms. Muniz?
Good morning, Judge. I
Good
have
morning.
number 23 on the court's docket, State of Texas versus Enrique Gomez, and he is present.
All right, CR 21-01323-I, Mr. Gomez, please announce yourself.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, the last time we were here on this case, we had announced to the court that my client had been trying to get into the batter's intervention program. He'd been on a wait list for, I think, over 4 or 5 months. The state was going to speak to the alleged victim. However, she was already admitted into the hospital, about to give birth to their child. They were going to wait, I think, maybe a couple weeks or so that way they could visit with her. I don't know if they've been able to do that at this point. I did ask my client if she could sign on this morning. However, she's caring for their children and doing homeschool with them, but she would probably be able to sign on another time if we scheduled it, and she knew in advance.
Okay, is this the one where he had to log in right before she went into labor?
Yes, this is the same one, Judge. I
Okay.
believe he was at the hospital when he logged in the last time we were here.
Yes, I remember. Okay, and where are we with this, Mr. Sosa?
That's correct, Judge. The victim failed to come in for the A&P in July. I tried calling the victim to no avail. Couldn't get her on the line. If the batter's intervention program is too arduous and a problem, maybe we can do anger management by Mujeres Unidas. But however, I know that also requires a wait list. I'm not sure. what would be the soonest, the state would be okay with anger management by Mujeres Unidas as well.
And
Okay.
Judge, I know Mr. Sosa was not the prosecutor here previously, but the announcement, I believe, by Ms. Guarenia was that if she spoke to the alleged victim, she filed the ANP, provided the testimony, I think that they were going to be able to accept the anger management, assuming that, you know, her reasoning for, you know, wanting to drop the charges was sufficient for the state. They are together. They do have a newborn. They've been living together and they haven't had any issues before this or since then. And so we would be requesting, you know, that he be able to do the anger management so he can get it done, just because he hasn't been able to get into the other program.
Yes, and that was my recollection of the last time when you all were here with Ms. Guarenia as well. So I would suggest that, you know, I know it's hard with a newborn, but that you get in touch with the alleged victim and see if she can sign that ANP so that we can go that course, because that was what was put on the record the last time. So I'll give you some time, Mr. Sosa, so you can get in touch with Mr. Gomez's wife. And Mr. Gomez, please make sure that she does respond to the state, please, and that she get that signed so that we can arrange for the next time for her to have to be on so that she can provide her testimony, okay?
Okay.
All right. We'll come back on January the 13th at 9:30 and hopefully we'll be able to dispose of that. Okay, I will go ahead and look into the anger management and see if you're able to get in there, but there's a wait list there too.
Yeah.
Your Honor, I'll send him a list of anger management places that he could probably start already, and hopefully he can get that completed by the time we come back.
Okay, that'll work. All right, anything else?
That's all I have, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
And my client as well.
Yes,
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
thank you. Okay. All right. And is it Mr. Jimenez or Juarez? I'm sorry. For Mr. Palacios' office.
Oh, good morning, Your Honor. It's Jaramillo.
Jaramillo, sorry, I knew it was with a J.
Okay,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
Okay, Mr.
Yeah,
Jaramillo, what,
Number 56 in the docket, Matthew Oliva, Your Honor.
all right, and is Mr. Oliva here?
I'm present, Your Honor.
Okay, and that's CR 1804652-I. All right, and what is your announcement?
Your Honor, he's been reconsidered for PTD, so we just need him to sign the paperwork. We're just asking for some time on that.
Okay. So they went ahead and said that they are going to reconsider the denial?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, well, Mr. Oliva, I need for you to please get in touch with your attorney's office and get in and sign that paperwork, sir, so that we can go ahead and see where we will be. And I'll have you come back on January the 13th at 9:30.
Was this for the PTD fee, Your Honor?
No, this is so that you can apparently, I don't know, you have some
He had a
papers that
pending
you
fee,
need
Your
to
Honor.
sign.
Yes, he had a pending fee, Your Honor, but we mailed her a receipt for that, and that's what allowed him to be eligible for PTD again.
Okay. So it's paperwork that you need to get signed.
Oh, okay. I'll get that
Okay.
signed right away then.
All right. All right. Thank you.
January 13th?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr.
Thank you, Your
Jaramillo, if I may, do you have paperwork, sir?
I think we don't. I think with Jessica, we don't.
Okay, we'll send it to you as soon as possible, sir.
Thank you. I have nothing further, Your Honor. Am I excused?
Yes.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Okay. Mr. Gonzalez?
Hello, Judge. I'm 35 on your docket. Ramiro Inseguirre, who's logged in.
All right, CR 20-05013-I, Mr. Ramiro Izaguirre.
You need him to speak? Or? Yeah, there you go.
Present, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, he's in the Army. He's stationed over in Weslaco with the Operation Lone Star. And we got a PTD offer. We want to accept that, but we're going to need time to enroll.
All right. And how much time are you requesting?
60 days, Your Honor.
Okay, during that time period, if I give it that long, you need to make sure that that application is submitted in plenty of time, okay? Not before. He can come back on February the 24th. If you already have a response by then, let us know, and then we'll change you to the 1:30 docket, but it'll be February 24th at 9:30. So, Mr. Isaguirre, make sure that you stay in touch with your attorney's office so that you can get that paperwork signed and submitted as soon as possible.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Yes,
Thank you.
may be excused. Thank you. Mr. Munoz?
Good morning, Judge. Judge, I have number 19, Michael Del Rio. He is logged on, Judge.
Okay.
Judge, in this case, we're asking for some more time. We did get a recommendation from the state. We're still trying to negotiate with them, try to work this case out, Judge.
All right. Mr. Del Rio, can you please announce yourself?
Yes, Michael Del Rio.
Okay. And how much time are you requesting?
Judge, if we can have 30 days.
Okay, January 11th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have today. May I be excused?
Yes, you may.
And as well. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Palacios Love?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 60 on the court's docket. This client is actually going to be set for a plea, so I'm just trying to figure out if you want me just to come back after the 10, after you come back from your meeting, because
is he supposed not going to be in this afternoon's docket then?
I don't have him for an afternoon docket. I have him for a 9:30.
For a plea for 9:30?
Yes. So I just didn't know if that was correct. And
okay, does the state have the paperwork?
That's correct, Judge. It's been e-filed.
Okay. All right, then yes, give me a moment and then we'll just come back and I'll go ahead and do it at that time.
Do you want me to log back in at 10:30?
10:15.
10:15.
Actually, I'm gonna try to do, let me see. I'm gonna have y'all stay on and I'm gonna see if maybe it's gonna let me get on another way. But now we're gonna be on a short break so that I can go into Commissioner's Court and then we'll be right back. It'll be about 10 minutes. So we're
Okay.
Okay, let me see if Miss Wellborn, are you ready?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Then we're coming back on the record and we'll continue with quick announcements. If you have a quick announcement, please signify with the raise your hand reaction button. All right, Mr. Olguin?
Morning, Judge. Eric Holguin for Alexis Chapa. He's here.
Okay, what number?
I have it's number 10 and 11.
Okay, CR 20-05741-I and CR 18-00157-I. And Mr. Chapa, can you please announce yourself, or Ms. Chapa, I'm sorry.
I'm here, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Chapa. All right, and what is the announcement, Mr. Olguin?
Judge, we're set for a status. I believe there was some missed tests a while back. You ordered him, I didn't cover this hearing. I think it was Mr. Perez, but you ordered him to pay $200 to a charitable organization. I think the Rainbow Room. I believe he's paid that.
Okay, and Ms. Soto, do we have an update on his latest tests?
Yes, Judge, he has his mobile device with SoberSense. There's no violations, and he also emailed me proof that payment was made on October the 19th to the Rainbow Room in the amount of $200.
Okay, all right. Mr. Chapa, then continue to keep that up, sir. I'm sure that you don't have an endless supply of money to be paying fines. And so what do you want to do with these cases, Mr. Olguin?
Judge, there's a felony pending in the 430th. It's set for trial on April of next year.
Okay.
I believe Mr. Perez and the DA have agreed to, wait on the disposal of the felony case.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and have y'all come back on January the 13th at 9:30. And only because he's on a device, and that way I know how he's doing.
Okay, Judge, that's all we have this morning.
Okay, Mr. Chapa, can I get an updated phone number?
It's 956-445-3309.
All right. Okay, thank you, sir. You have a good day.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Cantero?
Good morning, Your Honor. I
Good
got
morning.
number 59 on your docket.
Okay, CR 21-09913-I, Joshua Perez. Is Mr. Perez with you?
He is here with me, Your Honor. On
Okay.
this case, Your Honor, we filled out the plea paperwork to enter Mr. Perez onto the pretrial diversion for the POM, and I emailed it to Mr. Sosa just this morning. I'm not sure if this is something we can handle today or if we'll need a reset. We are ready to proceed, though.
Okay, Mr. Sosa?
I'm seeing it now, Judge. Let me just verify all the signatures and everything is correct, but if the court is ready to proceed, the state is as well.
Okay.
It looks good to me, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Conte, what I'll do is I'll have you stand by so that I can give him the same admonishments that I do to Ms. Palacios Love's client, and I'll go ahead and place him.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, I'll be right with both of you. Okay, Mr. Mendez?
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on number, I believe it's number 7 on your docket, Your Honor. Denzel Beltran, who's present on Zoom.
CR 18-07898-I. Okay, Mr. Beltran, are you present? Mr. Beltran?
Yes.
Okay, please turn your camera on. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. I received an email yesterday, Your Honor, from Mr. Daniel Gonzalez from the DA's office, Your Honor. I had staffed this case with him, and he had asked me to provide an email to him with some information on my clients and his case. So for a possible reconsideration of PTD request, Your Honor, we had previously applied for PTD. Mr. Gonzalez advised me yesterday in the email that he would be getting back in touch with me shortly with a decision, Your Honor. So I wanted to ask the court for a short reset to see, hopefully if he does reconsider and approves my client, then perhaps we can try to get him signed up for a PTD plea.
Okay, the earliest I have is January 11th at 9:30.
Okay, Your Honor, no problem.
All right, and just stay on them to see if they can please give you a response before then.
I will, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay,
may this-
anything else?
No, Your Honor, not for this morning. I have a plea with you this afternoon. So may I be excused until then?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Salinas?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jorge Salinas. I'm standing in for John Rigney on 3 of his cases, except for today. The first one is number 57 on the court's criminal docket, Alberto Ortiz.
Okay, CR 180506-I, and is Mr. Ortiz present?
Yes, he is present in the courtroom, labeled as Alberto Ortiz Jr.
All right,
Your
and
Honor.
what is your announcement?
Your Honor, Mr. Rigney just received the plea recommendation yesterday, I believe, and so he's going to be respectfully requesting additional time so he can confer with his client and work out a plea deal, Your Honor.
Okay, so do you want the next setting for a second status or for a plea setting?
Let's do a second status, Your Honor.
January 11th at 9:30. Ms. Soto, is he on a device?
Judge, I'm showing that there was an order removing the device signed on August 30th of 2018.
Okay. All right, Mr. Ortiz, we'll see you on January 11th at 9:30, sir. Okay, your next case?
Your Honor, I have number 73, Homero Cesar Tapia Jr. It's going to be the same announcement.
All right, CR 17108113-I, and is Mr. Tapia present?
Yes, Your Honor, I did see his name. I just saw it a little while ago under H.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, and so you're asking for some time. Is he gonna be applying for PTD or is he going to be?
Yes, Your Honor, I do see here that he is PTD eligible, so we're going to be asking for additional time so he can submit an application.
Okay. And is he on a device? Mr. Tapia, do you have an alcohol monitoring device?
No, Judge.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna give you some time to get that in. He can return on February the 10th. And for right now, I'll put him at 9:30. Between now and then, the packet has to be submitted if he's going to be doing that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right.
May he be excused?
Yes, Mr. Tapia, you're excused. Mr. Ortiz, you're also excused, sir. You can log off.
Thank you.
All right, and your next case?
It's number 25, Armando Garcia Jr.
Okay, CR 200276-I. Mr. Garcia, are you present?
He is present under Cricket 5G.
Yes, ma'am, I'm present, Your Honor.
Okay, okay. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, Mr. Rigney is going to be respectfully requesting additional time. He does also have a pending felony at intake at the moment.
Okay. Is that second DWI still pending? What does it show, Mr. Sosa?
That's correct, Judge. It was filed. Not sure if you need that CR number, Judge.
Okay. You have a CR number?
Yes, ma'am. It's CR 21-06927J for the DWI second.
Okay.
Judge, if I may,
Yes.
I'll be in contact with court 10 since we had the initial case. I'll transfer these over here.
Okay. All right, then what I'll do is I'll have, he'll come back on January the 11th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have nothing. May he be excused?
Yes.
I have nothing further before this honorable court. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. You're welcome, sir. Okay, Mr. Gonzalez?
Your Honor, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Sorry about that, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor, number 29 on the criminal docket, Your Honor, Jesus Gonzalez.
Sierra 1913140-I, and is Mr. Gonzalez present?
He should be, Your Honor. He mentioned that he was logged on, Your Honor.
Jesus Gonzalez III?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. Respectfully, we're going to ask for a little bit more time. Your Honor, last time we were here, I did mention that we did review the video evidence. However, there was no video evidence regarding the actual stop and any field sobriety tests. I'm not sure if there really is any other video to that effect. Respectfully, I would ask the state to see if there is any other video. The only video that was, I guess, on the USB was when he was already in the squad car, Your Honor. So I'm not sure if there's any other video. Of course, we would definitely like to see that. I'm not sure if state knows if there's any other video, Your Honor.
Judge, I mean, we don't have any knowledge of any other video. We can make another request, but typically, as a matter of course, we turn in everything that we have, of course. We do have also new results of BAC that the blood work came back as 0.179. He might be PTD eligible since he only has a dismissal of POM. So I would urge, an application of that. Otherwise, we might have to reclassify this. A rec was sent as well. But if defense can kindly just shoot us an email, we can we can make that request for any new evidence or other evidence that wasn't provided.
And yes, Your Honor, can make that request. And also, too, Your Honor, I actually did a message Mr. Juan Arevalo. He's right now overseeing Melissa's, I guess, spot right now. And he did mention that, yes, PTD may be an option. Initially, we're under the impression that, he was not eligible because he had a prior POM PTD. But however, he did inform me, and I believe the state just mentioned as well that he may actually qualify. So, Your Honor, I mean, honestly, we may take that in consideration. I did talk to my client about that just a few minutes ago, actually, in regards to potentially, seeing if he's willing to do PTD. He said he's willing to do it. And honestly, I mean, if we could get him in the program, I mean, I think that would be a good situation for him and to resolve this case, Your Honor. So I guess, Your Honor, respectfully, I mean, we're just asking for a little bit more time.
Okay. Well, it doesn't look like there's any other video or anything like that. And I would probably jump on something sooner than later before you give them an opportunity to reclassify this.
No, yes, Your Honor, definitely.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and give you an opportunity to do that. And so he'll come back on January the 11th at 9:30, and I need to know where we're going at that time, okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Sounds good, Your Honor.
All right, anything else?
No, Your Honor, that is the only case I have before this honorable court. If I may please be excused.
Yes, both you and your client are excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, likewise. Okay, Mr. Flores?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
I have number 24 on the court's criminal docket.
CR 20-01318-I, Jonathan Garces. Is Mr. Garces present?
I don't believe he is, Your Honor. I've been trying to reach him, and I sent him the link, but I've had no contact with him. I can represent to the court, though, that he does have a felony pending. He was here at previous settings, I believe, and we're actually set for a plea on the felony. I've already got his plea paperwork and everything for December 6th. But I don't know if the last couple of weeks, I just haven't been able to reach him for some reason.
Okay. Well, he'll have until the end of the docket, and if not, then we'll have to issue an I-sign.
Understood, Your Honor. I'll keep trying.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Anything else?
Thank you. I have nothing further. May I be excused, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Okay. Mr. Munoz?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay,
Sorry, the Word document I had with the docket entries, I just deleted. Hold on. I have Miss Lujan, and that is that's 38 through 40 through 40 on your docket.
okay. So, and Mr. Kennedy, I just
I'm
saw
present,
Mr.
Your Honor.
Kennedy. Okay, Mr. Kennedy, and then are you all representing Miss Lujan on her other two cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And is Miss Lujan, I'm sorry, three cases. And is Miss Lujan present?
I do not know,
Carmen
Your Honor.
Lujan.
Sí, buenos días.
Okay, so she's Spanish speaking. All right. And what is your announcement, Mr. Munoz?
For us, Your Honor, we are in plea talks directly with Melissa Lozano, who is currently on maternity leave. She returns Monday. So we're asking for a brief reset to allow her to wrap up the case.
Okay, and Mr. Kennedy, on your three cases?
What's going on, Your Honor, is Ms. Lozano offered a plea bargain agreement. So Tanya and Jonathan represent Ms. Lujan on those cases plus a felony, and we represent Ms. Lujan on these other misdemeanors. And what she's offered is she pleads to one of Ms. Tanya's and Jonathan's cases and pleads to one of our cases. They'll dismiss the rest plus the felony. And I was talking to this case with Alex Aguirre. I spoke to him yesterday and realized he's no longer with Tanya. So I think we just need to get together and finalize the plea agreement. And I think we could work these cases out, but we'll need some time.
Okay, so how much time are y'all requesting?
Thinking
Your Honor, I believe a 2-week reset would be sufficient, 2 to 3 weeks.
Okay, well, I don't have anything earlier than January 11th. So will that give you all
Okay.
enough time to get that done?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
So we'll go ahead and set them for January 11th at 9:30. If everything's worked out before that time, let us know. And we'll go ahead and get that set for the afternoon.
Yes, Your Honor.
But for right now, we're going to leave it for January 11th at 9:30. Ms. Castañeda, can you please let Ms. Lujan know?
Ms. Luján, su próxima corte es el día 11 de enero a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Okay, gracias.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, so you're tell her she's excused and she can log off.
Ms. Luján se puede retirar.
Okay, and Mr. Munoz, any other case?
Yes, Your Honor. I had number 67 on the docket, Martin Hyman Sanchez. And just so the court is aware, he is mute and deaf or deaf.
Yes, his mom assists us. Okay, and that's CR 20-04835-I. Okay, and I do see that Mr. Sanchez is present. And what are we going to do with this?
Yes, Your Honor. I emailed the ADAs yesterday that my client would like to take the last plea that we had we were provided. I did send him the last copy I had just to confirm that it's the right one. So we would just be setting this for a plea.
All right. Then, and Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Sanchez?
Judge, he has interlocked with Intoxilock and there's no violations.
Okay. Ms. Castañeda, please let Mr. Sanchez's mom know that they're going to return on January 11th at 1:30.
Ms. Sánchez, la próxima corte del señor Sánchez va a ser el día 11 de enero a las 9 a la 1:30 de la tarde.
Okay,
Tiene
let
su
her know
bocina
she's in.
apagada. Tiene su bocina apagada, ma'am.
Sí, entonces es 11 de enero a la 1:30 de la tarde. ¿Está bien?
Correcto. Sí, correcto.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, then let her know that they are excused and we'll see them on that date.
Se pueden retirar.
Gracias. Buen día.
Igualmente. Okay,
And Your Honor, I have nothing further with this court.
all right. Thank you. You have a good
Thank
day.
you. You as well.
Ms. Evans?
Yes, Judge, I have number 63 and 64.
CR 19-15955-I, CR 19-15954-I, State of Texas versus Miguel Ángel Reyes. Is Mr. Reyes present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, this was one we had just requested a trial date. I know the court had been checking statuses on, I think he had the drug patch removed at this point, but there were some ongoing issues, Judge.
Okay, so we had him on a drug patch, and because of his negative status, we took him off, and then he didn't have to do his UAs anymore because he's been doing good. And Ms. Soto, is he still doing well?
Judge, he is on AIP, Judge, and he did have a bond violation on November the 23rd when the officer went by his home to visit him. He was not home.
No, I was, but I slept in and I tried calling back, but they didn't answer.
Okay, just in English. I understand you want to do both. So, okay, look, I'm going to just give you a warning on that. And how long has he been on AIP?
Judge, he's been on AIP since February the 7th of 2020.
The previous court placed him on AIP?
Yes, Judge.
And okay, and between that time and this time, he's only had that one possible violation?
I don't know if those ever really were addressed. It was more the issues regarding the drug patches that were being addressed, Judge.
Okay. Ms. Evans, if you want to, whenever you want, I'll go ahead and entertain a release from that program, a termination of AIP. I mean, he did everything I asked. And
Because, I mean, that's what we would be asking at this time. I know he had been trying to get a job and go out of the county to be able to do that. So since he has been complying with the court's condition, I think he's doing much better. He's been in better communications with me as well, Judge. We would be asking for him to be released from AIP at this time, Judge.
Okay, I'll give the state an opportunity to respond.
We'll defer to the court, Your Honor.
Okay. Under my watch, Mr. Reyes did start off rocky, and he's done very well since that time. He's done everything that I have asked him to do. And I don't feel that AIP is a punishment that is for a defendant that's to hinder them. I think it's to help us keep an eye on them if they have not been able to comply. So at this time, I'm going to grant the defendant's request, and I'm going to remove him from the AIP program. And as long as you continue to do what you're supposed to, Mr. Reyes, then you'll stay off the program, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so what I will tell you, Mr. Reyes, since you've been, I know that you've been limited in how you can get a job. I'll also tell you that Ms. Trejo, our employment specialist from the county, has been helping several defendants find a job. So I'm going to order you to meet with her. And she's Ms. Trejo from the employment specialist from the county. And just talk to her and see if there's anything she can help you with. And you can also continue to look for work on your own as well, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And so if you can do me a favor, later on this afternoon, get in touch with Ms. Soto and she'll give you the information.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So that's the only thing I'm gonna have him do, Ms. Evans, just to try to help him get a job.
Judge, we appreciate it.
All right. Anything else?
Judge, I need a new court date.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Okay, so we'll have him come back on January the 13th at 9:30.
That's all I have with him. Judge, may he
Okay.
be excused?
Yes, Mr. Reyes, you're excused, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Likewise. Okay, your next case?
Judge, I also have number 44.
CR 19-14672-I, Ever Sebastian Martinez. Is Mr. Martinez present?
Judge, I don't believe so. This is the individual that I believe the court's reset it twice to allow me to try to find him, Judge. I have not been able to make any communication. I've sent him letters. I've sent him emails. I attempted to find him on social media, Judge. I was not able to do that, so.
Okay, well, he has a nice eye already on him, so
Yes, Judge.
we'll go ahead. I mean, I'll go ahead and reset him for a status anyway on the same date that you're coming back on Mr. Reyes, January 13th at 9:30, but I mean, if you find him between now and then, you want a nice eye removed, let us know.
Yes, Judge. Thank you. I have nothing further. May I be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Concha.
Yes, Your Honor, number 58 on the court's docket.
Okay, that's CR 20-05-351-I, William Trevino Peña. Is Mr. Peña present?
Yes, he is, Your Honor. I see him on the screen.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay, thank you, sir. All right, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
We're just set for status, Your Honor. We had an issue with the clerks, so I don't know if I got officially listed as Mr. Peña's attorney yet or not, but I think we've worked it out. So we've already requested discovery, so I just need a date so that way I can receive the discovery and go over with my client.
Okay, yes, you are listed as his attorney, so you're good. And Ms. Soto, do you show that Mr. Peña has a device?
Yes, Judge, he has a device with Smart Start, there's no violations.
Okay. All right, okay. And do you know what you want to do, Mr. Concha, on this case?
Well, until I receive the discovery, Your Honor, I mean, it's going to be very hard for me to just tell Mr. Peña what his options are.
Okay, Mr. Sosa, now that Mr. Concha is being shown as the attorney of record, do you show that the motion has been filed for you to send the discovery over?
I see that the discovery was sent to Mr. Sahadi. I'm not sure if Mr. Sahadi had done that, but yes, I'm seeing the motion for discovery now, Judge. I'll contact our administrators to get discovery out as soon as possible.
Okay. All right, well, that'll get sent to you, Mr. Concha.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, January 13th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, that's all you have?
That's all I have, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Bustos, you're very festive today in your office.
Thank you, Judge. Good morning, Judge. I got number 46 and 47 on your criminal docket, Judge.
Okay. CR 17138882-I, CR 17138883-I. Christopher Mora, is Mr. Mora present?
I believe he is, Judge. Yes, Judge.
Okay, go ahead.
Judge, on this case, Judge, we attempted to apply for the PTD. Even some of the requirements, we're not going to be able to meet those requirements. I just asked if we could have a trial date, Judge.
Okay. Come back on February the 24th, and I should be able to give you your trial date at that time at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. Can Mr. Mora be excused?
Yes, he may.
All right. Judge, I also have number 45 on your criminal docket, Judge.
CR 20-04848-I, Ryan McNamee, is Mr. McNamee present?
He is, Judge.
Yes, ma'am, I'm present.
Judge, on this
Okay.
matter, Judge, we had come to an agreement to take a defensive driving course, Judge. He has completed that course. I do have the certificate in my inbox. I'll go ahead and forward that to the state of Texas if they need it. I think we may have sent it already, but I'm not sure if they have it in their file.
Okay, Mr. Sosa, do you show if y'all have received it yet?
No, Judge, I don't see that we have it. I also see that the ADR deadline wasn't met, but we'll reconsider and extend the deadline in hopes that the defendant can complete the ADR.
So we'll send them the certificate of a compliance, Judge, with the defensive driving, and then we'll go ahead and apply to the 1 through 9. I believe it's a 1 through 9, right, Mr. Sosa, or is the whole packet?
So the recommendation I'm seeing is the PTD 1 through 7, a clean UA, defensive driving, proof of valid driver license and insurance.
Okay, we'll get that to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Judge. That concludes my business honorable court. My big excuse, Your Honor.
Hold on, January 13th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. You guys have a good one.
Okay, thank you. Y'all are excused. Mr. Tijerina?
Good morning, Your Honor. Judge,
Good
I
morning.
have number 6566 on your docket, Judge. Julio
CR
Salinas.
21-06114-I, CR 17-06461-I. Julio Cesar Salinas. Is Mr. Salinas present?
He should be, Judge. I've been in communications with him. I did send him the information yesterday.
I don't see anybody by that name. Do you want an opportunity to contact him?
Yes, Judge. Let me reach out to him, Your Honor. I apologize.
All right, Mr. Kennedy? Mr. Kennedy?
I'm present, Judge.
Okay, which case?
Judge, I have two cases before you. The first one is number 16 on your docket.
CR 20, I'm sorry, number 16 or 17?
Actually, I have two clients. One is 16 and one is 17 and 18.
So then Sandra de la Rosa and Jose Delgado are your clients?
Correct.
Okay, then on CR 21-04468-I, Sandra de la Rosa. Is Ms. de la Rosa present?
I saw her, Your Honor.
Okay, so that is still showing her former attorney. Have you all filed your motion for substitution of counsel?
No, I checked. We filed a notice of appearance, but not a motion to sub. I'll get that filed today.
Okay, and I'll go ahead and sign off on the order granting.
Thank you.
All right, and what is your announcement on her case?
Your Honor, I've received the discovery on this case, including the video, received it last week. Haven't had a chance to review it yet. So Ms. De La Rosa is PTD eligible, but there was a crash involved and they normally will not accept someone as long as there's restitution outstanding. But the alleged victim in this case never filed a claim with their insurance. So I don't know what the restitution amount is, and I'm wondering if the state might have that number.
Okay, Mr. Sosa, do you have any information on that restitution?
I wouldn't, Judge. I'm reviewing the notes and there's nothing to that effect, but we can try to contact the victim and figure that out accordingly.
Okay. I will give you, I'll give you an opportunity to be able to do that. Have her, let me see, Ms. Soto, who do you show that she has her device with?
She has her mobile device with safety check, Judge, and she has no violations.
Okay, come back on January the 13th at 9:30 and hopefully you all have it figured out by then.
Thank you. Judge, I do have one more request on this case.
Sure.
So Ms. De La Rosa is a school teacher in the Donna ISD, but she lives in Edinburgh. So she works late. I think she gets out at 6:30 and she drives over to Edinburgh. And she told me that she's really hoping to go to sleep earlier. And right now, one of the on the hours, I'm blowing the devices from 10 to 12, and she's asking if the court could give her permission instead of 10 to 12 from 9 to 11, and that would allow her to go to bed before 10 o'clock.
Yes, she just needs to go ahead and make those arrangements with Ms. Soto. And that'll be fine with me.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. De La Rosa, what's your phone number?
956-292-5623.
Okay. Ms. Soto does have court this afternoon as well, so it won't be until later on this afternoon or tomorrow when she'll get in touch with you, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right. Okay, anything else on her?
Not in that case, Your Honor.
All right, then you're excused, Ms. De La Rosa.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. CR 21-11362-I and CR 20-00574-I, State of Texas versus Jose Delgado. What is the announcement?
Your Honor, he's present and he is set for arraignment on one of the cases, Your Honor. I think it's the 21-11362-I.
Okay, and where is he, Mr. Delgado?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Is your true and correct name Jose Aldo Delgado?
Yes.
All right, you're being charged with driving while intoxicated, a Class B misdemeanor. that carries a range of punishment of up to 6 months in Hidalgo County Jail and up to a $2,000 fine upon conviction, sir. Do you understand that range of punishment?
Yes, Your Honor.
You can lower your hand. Sir, has any court ever declared you to be mentally incompetent, crazy, or insane?
No.
Mr. Kennedy, do you find your client to be mentally competent and able to assist you in his own defense?
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
Okay. And so the court will find that Mr. Delgado is competent and enter a plea of not guilty on his behalf. And I'll give the state an opportunity to make their announcement. Mr. Sosa?
Yes, Judge, defendant has 2 pending DWIs. Therefore, the state respectfully requests a alcohol monitoring device at the discretion of the court.
Okay, Mr. Delgado, do you have an alcohol monitoring device already?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, who do you have that device with?
Safety check.
Okay, Ms. Soto, have you been receiving reports on him?
Judge, I did run a report on him from October the 1st to November the 29th, and he did have 38 late tests and 35 missed tests.
Okay. So, Mr. Delgado, just so you know, I don't take that lightly. This is the first time that you're before me on that. So this is going to be your first and only warning. The next time that you have any violations and you're in front of me, sir, I'm going to have you appear in person, and I will decide whether or not I will revoke your bond and take you into custody. Do you understand that?
I understand.
So, all right. So, Mr. Kennedy, I'll go ahead and have you come back on January the 11th at 9:30. If he has any violations between now and then, and he's required to come in person, we'll notify you, because then his setting will be in the afternoon.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right? So it'll be January 11th at 9:30 for both.
Thank you, Judge. And that's all I have today. May I be excused?
Yes.
Have a good day in your staff, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, who is this on iPhone? You have a gray shirt on, an earring. You're in your car. Okay, don't be asleep. If you're gonna be asleep, then you turn your camera off until it's time for me to call you. Who's your attorney? Who's your attorney?
Patricia Love.
Okay, so you need to stay awake. I'm about to get you momentarily, all right?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. De Luna? Mr. De Luna?
Yes, Judge, sorry, I was.
Okay, what number, sir?
Judge, I have Jesus Felix Davila. It's 2 cases, CR 19-07659I and CR 19-13356-I.
Okay, so on the case where he has an assault causing bodily injury to a family member, I have Daniel Vargas on that. Is he still on there, or are you on that case?
Judge, I talked to my office because they sent me a note on that. They said, well, actually I talked to Ms. De Luna, my partner. She said that we have been retained on that one. So she's asking if we can get our letters in for that to take over those cases so we can get them all resolved at one time instead of piecemealing these 2 along with the other one.
Okay, so then just have your motion for substitution filed on 20-09409-I with the order granting along with a notice of appearance.
Okay, I'll get those filed, Your Honor. That's like I said, I'm just waiting to get those and then we can just work them all out at the same time.
Okay, and is Mr. Davila present?
He should be there, Judge.
Yes, ma'am.
There he is.
Okay, and Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Davila's alcohol monitoring device?
Yes, Judge, he has interlocked with Lifesaver and there's no violations.
Okay. Mr. Davila, what is your phone number?
956-293-8167.
Okay, I'll give your attorney an opportunity to file that paperwork on that other case, and we'll take all 3 of them up at the same time. You'll return on January the 13th at 9:30 on all 3 cases.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have. May I be excused?
Yes, you both may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Ms. Cantu? Judith Cantu.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 8 on your docket.
Lila Benson.
CR 2106-990-I. Ms. Benson, are you present?
Judge, she's not present. I've been trying to get a hold of her. I don't know. Her phone was disconnected, so I'm asking for a continuance to try to get a hold of her. We did file a waiver, so she's never come before the court.
Okay, did we receive the proof of the interlock device yet?
No, I don't know if she was asked or to put a device. It's a first time DWI. I don't know if whoever magistrated her ordered it.
Well, no, what I'm asking is because since on DWIs, we don't accept a waiver of arraignment unless it comes with a proof of an alcohol monitoring device, such as the interlock or the mobile.
Okay.
Judge, if I may, Judge, she does have her interlock device with Intoxilock, and the report I received has no violations.
Okay. All right, I'll give you an opportunity to contact her, and then it'll be January 11th at 9:30.
Very well. Thank you, Judge. I have something with you this afternoon, so I'll see you then.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Bravo?
Good morning, Your Honor. Number 68.
CR 20-7-625-I, Armando Salceda. Is Mr. Salceda present?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe he's the one that says Armando. It's labeled.
Mr. Salceda?
I'm here.
Okay. Go ahead.
Judge, I am requesting additional time. The state did offer, I did receive a state's offers for probation. This is Mr. Salceda's first case, Your Honor. So I believe he's going to request to do the pretrial diversion application. I've already received discovery and in the process of reviewing it as well. Basically, we just need to get I need to find out if there was insurance in case, because I believe that the state's right, there was a restitution to be addressed as well, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, it was my understanding between the last setting to this setting, he was already supposed to apply for PTD.
Yes, Judge, there had been an issue in terms of him not doing the drug test. I believe he was out of town working, and I've addressed that with him. I did inform him of the state's offer of probation, and I think that's kind of where we're at, Judge.
Okay. I'll give him an opportunity to do that, but he needs to apply between now and then. So have the issues worked out with respect to restitution as well. Does he have an alcohol monitoring device? I know it's his first DWI, but I don't know if he has one.
My understanding is he does.
Okay. Mr. Salceda, do you have an alcohol monitoring device?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Ms. Soto, do you have a report on him?
Judge, I do have a report on him, Judge, but I am showing that his device has been blocked since November the 8th of 2021 due to non-payment, Judge. Prior to that, the report that I have from September the 29th to October the 29th of 2021, he has 24 skip tests and 4 late tests.
Okay. Mr. Salceda, it's not voluntary because you were ordered to get that device. You need to have that device. So you need to get that device unblocked. Otherwise, the next setting that you have will be in front of me, and I will make a decision at that time whether or not you'll be taken into jail at that point. Do you understand that?
I understand.
Okay, you need to make that clear to him, Mr. Bravo.
I will.
So January 11th at 9:30, unless he still has those violations, I'm gonna have him appear in person at 1:30. We'll let you know before that time. What is your phone number, Mr. Salceda?
956-862-2077.
Okay. All right, anything else?
No, that's all I have.
Okay. You're both excused then. Mr. Tijerina?
Good morning, Judge. My client should be online, Your Honor. I did communicate with him. I apologize. It was my fault. I sent him the afternoon information.
Okay, what is the,
I'm sorry, Judge. It's 65 and 66, Your Honor. Julio Salinas.
okay, Mr. Salinas, are you present? Okay, he's just on mute, but I see him. All right, CR 2106-114-I, CR 1706-461-I. And what is your announcement?
Judge, it's my understanding we're here because my client was ordered to make a donation, I believe, to the Rainbow Room. My client, it was a $200 donation that he was ordered. I know that my client made a payment towards that, Judge. He is indigent. He wasn't able to afford the full amount. So I would just be asking for more time, Your Honor, if we can modify that order towards a payment.
Ms. Soto, what are you showing he made as a payment?
Judge, he didn't provide me with a receipt. He advised me that he made either, he couldn't remember, was it $20 or $30 payment? He also advised me that on the 1st, he would be making a payment of $100.
What is, do you have a current report on him now?
Yes, Judge, I do. I am showing that he had 6 late tests, 3 skip tests, and 2 alcohol readings, Judge. The alcohol readings were on November the 1st. It was a 0.031 at 1:31 p.m. And then on November the 2nd at 6:55 a.m., it was a 0.075, and there was no retest done after that, Judge.
So, Mr. Tijerina, even though I had already admonished him the last time and he was supposed to pay, he still continues to have violations.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so what I'm going to do before I address, I'm going to hold everything over. I'm going to have him appear in person on Thursday at 1:30.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is he English speaking?
Spanish speaking, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, please let him know that he is to appear at the courthouse on Thursday at 1:30.
Mr. Salinas, la corte lo está ordenando que se presente en persona el jueves a la 1:30 de la tarde.
He's on mute, so go ahead and let her know, let him know, Mr. Tijerina.
I will, Judge. I'll communicate that with him.
Okay, he'll report to the 3rd floor to my office, and there'll be a note there as to which court we'll be in that afternoon.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right, Ms.
Thank you, Judge.
Castaneda, let him know he's excused.
Mr. Salinas, se puede retirar.
Okay, any other case?
No, Your Honor. Thank you. May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Solis?
Judge, 69 and 70, Judge, Mr. Arturo Silva.
CR 211133-I, CR 208273-I. Mr. Arturo Arredondo Silva.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, go ahead. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we're respectfully asking for 30 days on this case. I just received an offer from the state, so I do need to go over the offer and the discovery with them, Judge.
Okay. So you've received everything already?
Judge, there was the digital media discovery pending, but I think my office has submitted a USB on that. I just need a little bit of time, Judge, get that back and review it with them.
Mr. Sosa, do you show that USB has already been submitted?
1 second, Judge. I'm checking that right now. On the assault, I'm not seeing that it's been submitted.
On the what, I'm sorry?
On the assault,
Okay.
I'm not seeing that it was submitted, and on the sorry, on the racing on a highway, I don't see it was submitted either.
Okay, so you're pending the USB on the racing on highway? And on the assault, you said that it was submitted?
No, that it wasn't. It hasn't been submitted on either case. And then there's a felony tampering with a witness.
Right.
Same transaction as the assault, Judge.
Okay, so on neither the USB has been submitted. So that needs to get done as soon as possible.
Okay, Judge.
Okay, let's see where you're at on January the 13th at 9:30 so that we can get some type of resolution. Do you know, Mr. Sosa, whether the alleged victim on the assault is still wanting to move forward?
1 second, Judge. I don't think we've made contact.
Okay, well, let's make contact
Yes, ma'am.
so that you can see whether or not we're gonna even be able to need to proceed or not.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Okay, anything else, Mr. Solis?
I do have one more, Judge, Mr. Mario Ochoa, number 55.
Okay, Mr. Silva, you're excused.
Thank you.
CR 21-00467-I, Mario Ochoa, are you present?
I'm here, Your Honor.
Okay, turn your camera on, sir. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Solis.
Judge, in this case, we're just pending a felony that's still in intake, Judge. That's been the delay.
February 24th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we're about to take up a plea and a placement. So if you have a quick announcement, you need to make it now.
Your Honor, Santos Maldonado, I do have a quick announcement.
Okay,
Mr. Juan Abrego, Your Honor,
okay, and is Mr. Abrego present?
he should be online.
Yes, I'm
Juan?
here.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, this case is scheduled for trial in the 4/30th on March 7th of this coming year. This is a misdemeanor that arises from the felony.
Oh, okay. And they're not gonna, and are you gonna be addressing these or how are you gonna handle these? Are you waiting till after that?
Maria Chala Garza.
Well, I'm still trying to resolve these cases because this is one defendant of multiple defendants, and I've talked to the prosecutor in the 4/30th trying to resolve these all together, and we just haven't reached that point yet. So the court just set it for a trial.
Okay. Then March 10th at 9:30.
Okay, that's all we have. Judge. Have a good
Okay,
day.
thank you.
Hi, Judge. Good morning.
Yes, sir.
Judge, this is Sergio Sanchez. I've got a case on the criminal docket. It's number 62, I believe. Juan Gerardo Reyes.
Okay, CR 21-02705-I. Mr. Reyes, are you present? Juan Reyes, are you present? Okay, well, he's not present. I don't know if you want an opportunity to contact him or he has until the end of the docket.
Thank you for that, Judge. I also have number 26 through 28.
Okay,
Got two cases.
okay, Jose Alfredo Marichalar Garza, are you present? Jose Alfredo Marichalar Garza, are you present? Okay, you need to unmute yourself. Okay, sir, English speaking or Spanish speaking?
English.
All right, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, the announcement is I'm asking for additional time on these cases, and I'm asking for Mr. Garza to contact my office so I could review these files with him. We've just kind of missed each other, I think, on a few attempts, and I don't place the blame on him at all. But I anticipate this to be an agreement, some sort of package deal. I'm asking for another pretrial setting.
Okay, how much time are you requesting?
Judge, he's on bond. Would the court consider giving us a January setting?
January 13th at 9:30.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Mr. Garza, could you please contact my office?
Yes, sir. What's the number?
687-7700.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you.
And Your Honor, I'll try to get a hold of the previous client before your docket concludes.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Sanchez, I do show your clients on under Nokia C2 US.
And Judge, so the announcement was gonna be.
Wait, hold on, where do you see him? Oh, is he Spanish speaking then? Ms. Castaneda, please see if Mr. Marichella can hear us.
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm sorry, not Mr. Marichella. You're excused, Mr. Marichella. Sorry about that.
Thank you.
What
Have a
is
good
your
day.
other client's name?
It's Juan Reyes, number
Oh,
62.
Mr. Reyes, that's right. Juan Reyes. Mr. Reyes, ¿nos escucha? Okay, well, he's on mute. Okay, what's your announcement?
There's a evading arrest felony that's pending, 3rd degree, Judge, and we're asking for a January setting.
Okay, I'll have you come back on the same day, January 13th at 9:30.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right, anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay, thank you. All right, Mr. Heller?
Judge, good morning. I have the last one on your docket.
Okay.
And Judge, due to a misunderstanding between me and my client is not present. I was under the impression that our hearing was for this afternoon.
Okay,
So that's on me.
all right.
Yeah,
Then,
we're gonna be applying for pretrial diversion.
okay, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on him?
Yes, Judge, he has interlock device, a smart start, and there's no violations.
Okay, that's on CR 21-06335-I, Benjamin Vilches. Okay, I'll have him come back on January the 11th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
And please apply between now and then, if
Yes,
you're going to. All right,
yes, Judge.
okay, anything else?
Nothing further. May I be excused?
Yes,
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
thank you, likewise. All right, Ms. Palacios Love and Mr. Cantu, thank you for your patience. And Jose Nathaniel Perez, are you still present?
Yes,
There you
Your
go.
Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Ponce, please unmute yourself.
Hello, Your Honor.
All right, okay, let's go ahead and get started. Let me see. All right. Okay, so Mr. Perez and Mr. Ponce, please raise your right hand. Do you swear that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Mr. Perez, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Ponce, yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you may lower your hands.
Thank
In CR 21-09913-I, State of Texas versus Joshua Nathaniel Perez, is that your true and correct name, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
In CR 21-08605-I, State of Texas versus Axel Uriel Ponce, is that your true and correct name, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. Correct.
Okay, Mr. Perez, you're before the court charged with possession of marijuana of less than 2 ounces. That's a Class B misdemeanor. Mr. Ponce, you're before the court charged with assault causing bodily injury to a family member, a Class A misdemeanor. The Class B misdemeanors carried a potential penalty of up to 6 months in Hidalgo County Jail and up to a $2,000 fine upon conviction. For a Class A misdemeanor, that carries a potential penalty of up to 1 year in Hidalgo County Jail and up to a $4,000 fine upon conviction. Do each of you understand the range of punishment that you could receive for the offense of which you are charged? Mr. Perez, yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Ponce, yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor. I understand.
Okay, and you all have the right to an attorney and the right to a trial by jury. You can waive one or both of those rights by signing a written document with the court. Did you have an opportunity to review that document with your attorney before signing it, Mr. Perez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Ponce?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did each of you understand that when you signed that document, you were waiving your right to a trial by jury? Yes or no, Mr. Perez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Ponce?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then the court will accept your waiver of a trial by jury. Gentlemen, has any court ever declared you to be mentally incompetent, crazy, or insane? Mr. Perez, yes or no?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Ponce?
No, Your Honor.
Counselors, in speaking with your clients, do you find them to be mentally competent and able to assist you in their own defense? Ms. Palacios Love?
My client is competent, Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Cantu?
I find Mr. Perez competent, Your Honor.
Then the court will make a finding that both defendants before the court are mentally competent and able to assist their attorneys in their own defense. Now, do each of you understand that if the punishment I assess doesn't exceed what's recommended by the state, you'll need this court's permission to decide to file an appeal? Do you understand that, Mr. Ponce, yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor, I understand.
Mr. Perez, yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you further understand that I do not have to accept the state's recommendation? Yes or no, Mr. Perez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Ponce?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Perez, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Ponce, are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, Your Honor.
NCR 21-09913-I, State of Texas versus Joshua Nathaniel Perez to the offense of possession of marijuana less than 2 ounces, a Class B misdemeanor, sir. How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
NCR 21-08605-I, State of Texas versus Axel Uriel Ponce to the offense of assault causing bodily injury to a family member, a Class A misdemeanor, sir. How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, ma'am.
And are each of you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? Yes or no, Mr. Perez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Ponce, yes or no?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then the court will accept your pleas as being freely and voluntarily given. I will call for state's evidence at this time.
Yes, Your Honor. State offers plea documents and offense reports as States Exhibit 1, notification and certification of defendant's right of appeal, States Exhibit 2, waiver of Article 39.14 as States Exhibit 3, and waiver of risks and needs assessment as States Exhibit 4. Further, for the PTD case, state offers a PTD packet as States Exhibit 5, and for both cases, state respectfully requests defense counsel stipulate to venue and jurisdiction of this honorable court. Further, state requests defense counsel stipulate to the fact that all evidence which has been e-filed is sufficient to corroborate today's pleas.
No objection, and so stipulated, Your Honor.
Same announcement on behalf of Mr. Perez, Your Honor.
All right, there being no objections from defense counsel as to the exhibits are hereby admitted and approved. NCR 21-09913-I, the State of Texas versus Joshua Nathaniel Perez. It is a judgment of the court, sir, that you are guilty as charged. And what is the state's recommendation?
This is going to be a PTD POM packet, Your Honor.
Okay, that's right. Then you are asking to be placed on the pretrial diversion program. Is that correct, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's a contract that you're entering with the state of Texas, whereby you're agreeing to comply with certain conditions. Did you have an opportunity to review those conditions with your attorney, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was there anything in there that you could not reasonably complete?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. And if you do complete everything successfully, the state is agreeing to dismiss the charges against you. Now, counselor, is there anything that you are needing for the court to consider?
I think Mr. Perez can comply with all the conditions as stated in these documents, Your Honor. Just asking the court to defer the guilty plea for the 60 days so that he can complete these requirements and get his case dismissed, Your Honor.
Okay. And that'll be granted. And what is the 60-day reset? The setting, please?
January the 27th of 2022, Judge.
Okay, and that'll be at 9:30, January 27th at 9:30. So the court at this time is placing you on the program, sir. And what is your phone number?
956-651-6813.
Okay.
And Your Honor,
All right.
does he need to contact the probation department right away? Or
Ms.
how does that
Soto will
work?
contact him at her earliest convenience. Because we still have some cases this morning, and then this afternoon we have a long docket.
Okay, yeah.
But she'll contact him as soon as she can.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. We'll be back on January 27th at 9:30 a.m.
Yes. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So on CR 21-08605-I, State of Texas versus Axel Uriel Ponce, it is a judgment of the court, sir, that you are guilty as charged. And what is the state's recommendation?
Yes, Judge. State respectfully recommends a $100 fine plus court costs plus 1 year Hidalgo County Jail prohibited over 2 years, plus a batterers intervention program, plus 40 CSRs, plus stay away from victim Leslie Torres, plus restitution open likewise to Leslie Torres.
Okay, Ms. Palacios Love, any questions or requests on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, the only thing that I'm asking is for the batter's intervention to be waived because as part of the felony plea, he's gonna have to do 24-week with Mujeres Unidas.
Okay. And when is he set for his felony plea?
He's not doing a felony plea. He has to do the Mujeres Unidas and plead to this case, and then that felony will be dismissed.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and do that. Since he will be doing the Mujeres Unidas, then I'll remove the BIP.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, and is he working full-time?
Yes, Your Honor. My understanding is that he is.
Okay, Mr. Ponce, you're still working full-time?
Yeah, I'm working at a clothing bodega.
Okay.
store.
Then I'll also waive your 40 CSR hours. I'll give you 90 days to pay the fine and 90 days to pay the court costs. The rest of the recommendation I will follow.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And what is your phone number, Mr. Ponce?
956-821-7237, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
Anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Ms. Rivera, what were you gonna say?
Yes, Judge, did I hear that there was an open restitution?
Yes. Okay. So when is that hearing? Sorry.
It'll be, it's okay, Judge. It'll be the 16th since it'll be closed off for the year, Judge. The 16th of December.
Okay. At 9:30.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. If nothing further, y'all may be excused.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Castaneda, please let Mr. Reyes know that he's to return on January 13th at 9:30 and he can remove himself.
Mr. Reyes, su próxima corte es el día 13 de enero a las 9:30 de la mañana. Ya se puede retirar.
Okay, Armando Soto,
Yes, ma'am.
who is your attorney, sir?
Savannah Gonzalez.
Okay, do you want to contact her and let her know that we're at the end of the docket?
I have been in contact with her, but apparently she's in another court hearing.
Yes, I did see her log in and then she logged out, so I'm assuming
ma'am.
she was jumping from court to court.
Yes, ma'am. That's what it looks like.
Okay, well, give me a moment and if not, and we'll have to give you another date, sir.
All right, ma'am.
All right. And Carlos's iPhone, who is this?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, who's your attorney, sir?
Orlando Jimenez, ma'am.
Okay, he also has not checked in, sir. You may want to contact him. We're at the end of the docket.
Yes, ma'am, I will.
All right. In reviewing the docket, I have no one made an announcement on number 12 unless.
Your Honor.
Go ahead.
Okay, so Mr. Bravo called me yesterday and he said that number 12 and number 72, they're the same person. He has a felony set for January 10th, so we reset him to January 13th.
Okay. So the person was able to bond out then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so we have Mr. Fuentes is here. Ray Anthony Gutierrez has not checked in. Okay, did anybody call in for number 61?
Number 61. On number 61, Judge, in reviewing the link that I sent out, I had mistyped the email. Ms. Flores was retained and substituted out Ms. Barbosa, so I'll be in contact with her Your Honor, for a new reset date, if that's okay.
Okay. And then we're just down to. Okay, so we're just down to Mr. Jimenez's clients and Ms. Gonzalez's clients. Okay, if somebody from my staff can please contact both of those attorneys and we'll take a short 5-minute break.
Judge, Ms. Gonzalez just responded to my text message. She's in cross-examination in court 7 right now.
Okay, then we'll go ahead and just reset her 2 cases then.
Okay, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Soto, she's still in a contested hearing where she's actually doing the cross-examination at this time. So I'm gonna have you come back on January the 11th.
Okay.
At 9:30.
Okay, ma'am.
All right, thank you,
Alrighty.
sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Go ahead and resend Mr. Gutierrez as well, Ray Anthony Gutierrez, because he showed up every time, so I'm assuming
Yes, ma'am.
something may have happened. So it'll be January 11th at 9:30. And then number 71, Mr. Soto, January 11th at 9:30. Mr. Fuentes, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Okay, so Mr. Fuentes, the last time that we had a setting, you did not appear. I don't know why, but there was a NISI that was granted, which means that I'm gonna go ahead and recall that NISI since you are present today. And I'm already concluded my docket, so I'm gonna have you return on January the 11th at 9:30.
Okay,
And I need for you to please contact your attorney and tell him that somebody from his office, him or an associate, needs to be present on that day.
yes, I will. I will give him a call. Keep on
All right.
calling him.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're excused.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Likewise. Okay, that concludes